Erios Original.
Hello and welcome to Web Crawlers, the podcast where we do a deep dive into some of our favorite mysteries. Each week we will introduce our topic, lay out our research and findings, reveal some conspiracy theories, and conclude with our own hypothesis. I'm Allie Siegel.
I'm Melissa Stettin.
And I, producer Maria.
Just so you guys know, we are desperate for ratings and reviews.
Desperate.
We are trying to get to 1,000. We're around 800 right now. Only you, our web crawlers bimbos, can help us. So please review our podcast. Leave us a rating. It takes literally 2 seconds. Do it. Have a friend do it. Have your boyfriend do it. Have your girlfriend do it. Ask your mom, brother, sister, aunt, neighbor. Get us to 1,000 because that is the way that we get on the charts. Do this as a little present to us because you love us and we love you. Melissa, who are our patrons for today?
We've got Jess CD, Rebecca, Ro, and Anna. Welcome.
Welcome to the team, folks. Who has an ambulance driving by their house?
I don't know. Someone's coming to pick me up.
Not me.
I've lost my mind.
Take you to the loony bin. Melissa, coming in with the amazing episode today that is going to make you crave something for lunch or dinner or breakfast whenever you are listening to this. What is our episode for today?
We're going to talk about Allie's favorite mascot.
Yes.
So back in the 80s, Domino's Pizza had a mascot called the Noid. It was a very successful promotional campaign until 1989, when an unimaginably tragic PR nightmare occurred involving 2 Domino's employees being held hostage.
Oh my God.
Domino's never acknowledged what happened, and then they quietly phased out the Noid by the mid-90s. So what happened to the Noid? What is this terrible hostage situation? Let's get into it.
I have never heard about this before. I did not know this happened.
Oh, get ready.
This is crazy.
You guys, and just so you know, I'm obsessed with pizza. And especially, I don't know, within the last year, I've become obsessed with pizza. And I can eat an entire pizza.
Yeah.
And I don't get full. I don't
know what the deal is. I actually used to avoid pizza because I was like, the serving size is 1 pizza and it's also not filling. I don't know what it is. I think it's because the lack of protein, unless you get a meat lovers or pepperoni.
It's something odd. My body does not accept pizza as food. It doesn't even accept it as
air.
mass. It just accepts it as air.
It's air. It's flavored air.
It's like
Pizza is life.
My pizza of choice, because I feel like the listeners would want to know, I'm a Hawaiian pizza girl.
I love ham pineapple as well.
Yeah, or just a pepperoni.
I like just the pineapple.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
But my favorite pizza is I like a thinner crust. I like a New York type pizza or a Napoleon type pizza, which is more of an airy dough. But my favorite's a New York pizza, and I like onions and mushrooms. Those are my 2 favorite.
That's
toppings.
good.
I don't
That's
like it.
good.
I don't like it.
Yeah, well, you don't like it till you try it, and then you'll like it. You'll like the crispiness and the hint of sweetness from the onion. You'll like it.
Okay.
Wow.
Red onion or white onion?
Whatever they got.
Oh, okay.
It's not laying on top. It's eating the cheese.
little.
It's not I'm not just eating a raw.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's chopped.
Melissa, what do you
I love
like?
pepperoni. I love PMS. Pepperoni mushroom sausage.
Oh, shit. That looks good.
Ooh.
Sounds good.
And are you a thick crust gal or are you a thin crust gal?
I like both. I prefer thin crust, but I love a pan style pizza with a thick crust when it's the
You like a
the
personal
crust
pan.
is crispy, the cheese is kind of crispy on the edge. I like it all.
Yeah.
I like all kind of pizza. It's crazy.
Do you guys do cider ranch?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hell yeah. You know what I just started doing?
Cider
There's this
honey.
restaurant. Yes. There's this restaurant
heard
in
about
here
this.
called
I heard
D-Town Pizza. and it's like pan pizza, but they give you a side of spicy honey.
Look at Maria's face. She looks like she just saw God.
It is
I can't believe
phenomenal. I think it's just pepperoni and cheese, and they give you a side of spicy honey. You dip your pizza in that. It is mind-blowingly delicious.
Yes.
You got to try it.
You know what's also great? You get a pizza, you get a Caesar on the side, and you dump some of that whole Caesar salad on the pizza, and you eat it as one
I
bite.
love salad pizza too.
Yeah,
I love
that's
taco
good.
pizza.
I thought you were going to say you take a dump on it.
It's
Then you take a dump on it, and
No.
it's amazing.
that would be crazy.
That would
make
be
any sense.
crazy. What?
Shit pizza.
Ali, think about what you just said. Ali, think about what you just
That
said.
would be crazy. What?
You know it's been done. You know someone's done that.
Oh,
my
for
God.
sure.
Some guy in college.
Oh, yeah.
did it. Some guy in college invited a bunch of people over, and it was, yo, Jordan's going to take a dump on a pizza tonight. And everyone went, I'll be there at 7.
for sure.
Ugh.
An Adam Sandler movie or something.
Dump on a pizza.
Yeah. Starring what's that guy's name? The one who's in all the Adams, who is the hot chick, who is in the hot chick.
Oh,
Yeah, dump on a
It
pizza
would be
starring
like a
Rob
Jackass.
Schneider.
It would be a Jackass segment. A Jackass segment where like they take a dump on a pizza
Yeah, that's-
and then they
that's
eat it.
Yeah.
good.
All right. So what's our episode about?
I have an audio clip.
Oh, amazing.
Noid hates hot quality pizza. He loves to make your hot pizza ice cold. Call Domino's Pizza and avoid the Noid.
Remember these? You remember the Noid commercials?
I do. Oh my gosh.
So what's his deal? It's the Noid. We keep the Noid out. What's the Noid?
So he was this creature. He looked like a person that had like the long ears and a red jumpsuit with the letter N on his chest. Mm-hmm. And it was like back in the days of stop motion animation. Remember like the California Raisins and Gumby?
yes.
Remember the ABC singing group?
The Raisinets?
That was like, after these messages, we'll be right back.
We'll be right.
And it was like
back.
claymation
Yeah.
people singing. It was like that kind of style. So the Noid was basically the manifestation of everything that could go wrong with your pizza before it's delivered to you. Like it could get dropped, smashed, have the wrong toppings, be delivered cold or late. And the Noid was trying everything in its power to ruin your pizza. So that was his deal.
What a weird mascot.
Yeah.
I know.
So Domino's had this 30 minutes or less delivery guarantee. So their slogan was avoid the Noid. Also, the fun fact, the voice actor was Pons Mar. He was also the in-suit performer for the Dinosaurs, that TV show, The Dinosaurs.
Oh,
I fucking
yeah.
love that show.
That show was amazing.
It's like
do you remember the
prolific.
finale of the
Yes.
Dinosaurs?
So dark.
No,
It's
the
yeah.
or something.
They all just
They
die.
all die.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Jeez.
Scarred
But
me.
I rewatched it recently, and there was like an episode on like the Me Too movement. Like the mom, like works at the construction company, and her boss like sexually harasses her, and then she decides to sue him. Like it's crazy. Like it's a very like forward thinking, ahead of its time show. It's incredible.
Great show.
Wow. I'm the baby.
Gotta
Gotta
love me.
Not the mama. So the Noid.
And then I bet you had a crush on that brother, though.
he
Jeez.
was
yeah.
the hottest.
He was
No.
fine as hell.
Yeah. I remember thinking like I'm in love with him. Okay. So the Noid was very popular. He had t-shirts, merch, toys, comic books, video games. There was a PC game called Avoid the Noid.
Oh my god.
There was a Nintendo game called Yo Noid. He was in Michael Jackson's Moonwalker video.
what?
You remember the Noid? Yeah.
In the video.
Yeah, the video for Moonwalker. Dancing around.
Wow.
And then CBS was in the process of creating a whole show about the Noid, but it was canceled because of backlash from people claiming it was advertising products to children,
Well, yeah.
which is basically what everything commercials are now.
That's what everything is. Yeah. Why was it in the Michael Jackson video? That's crazy.
It's like a pop culture thing.
It is crazy that you can't really do that anymore, though, where like you can't have kids. Like it just doesn't exist anymore. Like where the Trix bunny or some Trix are for kids, like that bunny, or like Chester Cheetah. Like it's just not in the culture the way it was in like the 80s and 90s, where like you looked at something and you went, I want that because that mascot's it. There's nothing new like that.
Yeah, that is interesting.
That's why that movie, Josie and the Pussycats, was so great. Like, it really encapsulated what that kind of advertising culture is really like.
Love Josie and the Pussycats movie. Had the soundtrack.
Surprisingly, so good.
So good. So good.
Okay. On January 30th, 1989, a man with a gun entered a Domino's in Atlanta, Georgia, and held 2 employees hostage for 5 hours. He was in a standoff with police where he demanded $100,000 and a white limousine.
My guy.
My kind of guy. He fired a warning shot into the ceiling to show that he was serious. And the reason this man was so upset is because his name was Kenneth Lamar Noid. He was a 22-year-old man suffering from schizophrenia, and for years, he had this ongoing feud happening in his head with the owner of Domino's, Tom Monaghan. He thought the owner was intentionally targeting him. He thought he was the Noid.
Oh, no.
And he also thought Tom was breaking into his apartment to, quote unquote, look around. So he was a mentally ill man who thought he was the Noid. He's like, they're talking about me.
I mean, I get it to an extent. Like, imagine, like, you know how, like, Karen has become, like, the thing of, like, Karen? Like, think of how that could maybe, like, drive you to a place where you'd be like, all right, guys, let's stop talking bad about Karen, because I'm Karen. Yeah.
I know. I always think about how much that sucks for women named Karen who are, like, nice people.
There was an episode of the Z-Way show on Showtime about like a collection of Karens being like, how has this affected your life? The whole Karen thing.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So during this 5-hour standoff, Kenneth Lamar Noid made a compromise with the police to release one hostage in exchange for a copy of the book The Widow's Son, which is like this Robert Anton Wilson sci-fi book about a person who controls the world.
Oh, wow.
He's like, I'll release one person, but I need that book. And the police were like, okay, so they got the book. And then Kenneth changed his mind. He's like, nah. And then he got hungry. So he had the hostages make him 2 large pizzas.
What kind? Do we know?
The extravaganza pizza. It had 4 kinds of meat.
That's still on the menu.
It's still on the menu?
Yeah, to this day.
Wow. 4 kinds of meat. Bunch of vegetables and extra cheese. That's like an everything pizza, yeah.
Wow.
So while he was eating, both of the hostages managed to get away, and then Kenneth Noid shot the ceiling 2 times and then laid on the ground, and the police arrested him. So he was charged with kidnapping, aggravated assault, extortion, possession of a firearm, but he was found innocent for reason of insanity, but he was sent to a mental health facility because he was clearly not well. Also, in one of the articles I read, a police chief made a joke that he was paranoid.
Okay, that too soon, bud.
Too soon. Too soon. Funny. Funny,
like
but too
funny,
soon.
but too soon.
Too soon. So Domino's didn't acknowledge this incident at all. And they continued to use the Noid for a few more years, but then they started to phase him out, and he was totally gone by the mid-90s.
I'm going to be honest, not a great like Allie was saying, I mean, it's literally like, here's everything that could go wrong. It's literally putting negativity into your head when you're thinking about ordering
bad
pizza.
marketing. I mean, obviously it did well for them, but bad marketing ploy, I think.
Yeah, it was the whole get your pizza in 30 minutes or less because the Noid's trying to ruin your day.
Right. I guess it's putting like Domino's as like the savior, and then the Noid as like the antagonist, and like seeing it that way, I guess.
And then
All right.
and then
I'm turned around now.
yeah, I get it. You know what? I'm behind the Noid. But then Kenneth Lamar Noid, he actually committed suicide in 1995 shortly after.
Oh
So
my God,
it's
this
sad.
is like the darkest story.
Yeah, it's very dark. And then in addition to the negative PR from the Noid incident, there was a lawsuit based on the 30 minutes or less guarantee, which I had never heard about any of this. So what's crazy is that delivery drivers would speed and drive recklessly to get the pizza there on time.
Of course.
And it's because the 30-minute delivery guarantee was so successful that some customers tried to game the system. They would turn off their porch lights and refuse to answer the door until the pizza was late.
Oh my
Which, when you think
God.
about it, that's smart.
That's insane. People are out
Yeah.
of their minds.
That's
Yeah.
so fucked.
But delivery drivers drove recklessly and caused dozens of accidents and over 20 fatalities were from delivery drivers trying to get the pizza there in under 30 minutes, which is crazy.
Oh my God.
So this woman named Jean Kinder, she's 49 from St. Louis, she suffered head and spinal injuries when a Domino's delivery driver ran a red light and struck her car.
Holy
And
shit.
the Missouri Circuit Court jury ordered the company and the local franchise who was involved to pay her $750,000 in actual damages and $78 million in punitive damages, which is crazy. And then the company agreed to a settlement of $2.8 million with the family of Susan Watchop, who's a 41-year-old from Calumet City, Illinois. She was struck and killed in her van 3 years earlier by a Domino's delivery driver.
Oh my God.
And the plaintiffs said that the driver was negligent in trying to arrive within 30 minutes.
Wow, Domino's is deadly.
Yeah. And then Matthew D. Jacks, a 19-year-old from Lewiston, Maine, sued Domino's, saying that he was struck by a driver, causing injuries to his pelvis, knee, and thumb. So, like,
my God.
so many lawsuits. So they obviously got rid of the 30 minutes or less delivery because it was just causing so many problems.
Yeah.
I remember going to Noah's Bagels and they had a thing, if we don't give you your receipt, then your order is free. Do you remember
Yeah,
that?
so weird. A lot of places have that. It's so random. I think Winchell's has that too.
It's so weird.
Uh,
It's so annoying.
and so every time you get your money back or whatever, you're just waiting for them. Which is horrible. I probably would never say anything, but still, it's like, wow. Well,
But guess what, guys? The Noid is back.
What?
So Domino's announced this year that the Noid is returning. So on April 26, 2021, the Noid appeared in an advertisement about a potential self-driving pizza delivery service provided by Neuro's R2 robot. It was a
and this is real?
well, it was this 30-second commercial. And the Noid attempts to stop the self-driving robot via various slapstick means, like chainsawing a tree to crush it and creating and inflating a massive float of himself to block the road, but he's unable to do so.
What?
Okay.
So the Noid's back, baby.
Who is the Noid for?
It's for everyone.
It's for anyone who loves a pizza pie.
Anyone
guess
who loves
that's
a,
true.
loves a
Talking
pizza
about.
pie.
Loves
a pizza
dog.
pie.
Let's take a quick break for announcements. Web Crawlers has a Patreon to get access to rewards, bonus episodes, shout outs, merchandise discounts. Please go to patreon.com/web. Hello? Patreon.com/webcrawlers. You can donate as little as $2 a month to become one of our patrons, or like $24 for the entire year. Please rate and review us on Apple Podcasts. As I said, give us a review, DM it to us, and we will shout you out on the podcast. I have an idea.
Yeah.
Ooh,
What if everyone who leaves us a review, we follow on Twitter and Instagram?
Oh, that's such a good idea.
Yeah, leave your Twitter name, your Instagram name in the review if you want.
Well, that might, if you want, or DM
If
it
you
to
want.
us, or DM it to us, and we will follow you back. So that's good incentive, and then that way, we're friends for
You
life.
scratch
There's
our
no
backs,
turning back.
We get to look
Yep.
at yours.
Oh yeah, and nothing Maria likes more than checking out someone's
I
backside.
love a back. I love a back. I love a back shoulder. I love a shoulder. I love a shoulder blade.
Yeah, you love a backside. Also, Erios has a hotline 626-604-6262.
I feel like at first you were doing like the Price is Right.
I
theme,
did.
So you were like,
Yes, I was off.
604.
I went. It was an Alley Time
626.
remix.
Yeah.
I remixed it. Continue to call us. We're super behind on voicemails, but that does not mean you should not call. Anyways, back to our scheduled programming.
So then I was thinking, I was like, well, what other celebrity endorsements have gone awry? Like, what are other terrible PR things that have happened?
So the Noid is a celebrity to you?
Yes.
Yeah, the
Where do
Noid.
you think the Noid's been these past like 20 years? He's been like in his like one bedroom apartment,
Yeah, it's a
like
studio
Hollywood
in North
Boulevard.
Hollywood.
What
Yeah.
other celebrities have messed up the PR?
The tinfoil hat and the curtains drawn.
Yeah. Hello? Who is it? It's the landlord, Noid. We need your rent. It's been 3 months.
So obviously, Jared from Subway was like probably the worst PR. Does that like mascot disaster?
Oh God, yeah.
That was bad.
That-
I honestly like. I used to
rough.
eat Subway like maybe like once or twice a year, but I haven't since the Jared Subway thing. I don't know if it's just because
Really?
I just don't eat Subway anymore, or if I'm like that's gross.
And also, their bread isn't bread.
Right.
Their bread isn't bread.
Yeah, what is
right.
it? It's like yoga mats or something.
Yoga
Yeah, it's
mats.
made out of pure yoga mat. Yes.
What?
No, it's got like formaldehyde in it or something. They tested it and they said this cannot be
Right, and the
qualified as
tuna.
bread.
Didn't
Isn't
had like
tuna.
a
Oh,
tiny
that's-
trace
yeah.
of tuna in it.
No wonder I threw it up.
Oh yeah, you threw up your Subway.
You did?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. You didn't hear this story because it was on another podcast. In 6th grade, I was doing dress rehearsals for my 6th grade school play at Brentwood Elementary School. And I had a foot-long tuna sub from Subway for lunch, and I projectile vomited it during dress rehearsal because I had gotten food poisoning.
Oh,
Probably because it wasn't
God,
tuna.
Horrible.
It wasn't tuna.
It wasn't
Who
tuna.
knows what I ate?
So yeah, in 2019, Subway closed over 2,000 locations nationwide, with more closures announced in 2020. Sales dropped over $200 million for Subway. And this is crazy. I didn't realize Jared's earliest possible release date is 2029, which is like in
Soon.
8 years. I thought he was going to be in prison for like life. Don't you get like life in prison if you have like child porn? I doubt he's going to get out though.
I
I
don't
feel
know.
like there's no way people are going to let him.
I bet prison is not awesome for Jared.
There was a
I'll
couple
tell you.
reports of him getting like punched and beat up
Good.
like when he first
Yeah.
got there.
Yeah.
So it says, I'm reading this article. I guess what it is that Subway bread has so much sugar in it
Right.
that it can't be considered a bread. It's a confectionery.
It's like a croissant.
Oh my
it's like
God.
a donut.
Yeah, it's a sweet. It's a sweet, not a bread.
Oh, wow.
That's crazy.
What's the point? What's the point? Why? You know, people would eat it if it was just regular bread.
I
right?
wonder
Subway,
if it's
like, you do
cheaper
understand
to make
that.
it that way.
Oh my God. Subway's bread contains 5 times the qualifying limit for sugar to be considered a staple food.
Oh my God.
No thanks, Subway. Subway, you're fired.
You're fired.
You fired.
Wow.
You're fired.
Okay.
Subway, you are the weakest.
I wonder
link.
if they've amended that or if it's still like you're eating like a Veggie Delight donut. Like, that's crazy.
Please put out your torch and leave the island.
Yeah, man.
Fire represents your life, and when your fire goes out, so does your game, or whatever. What's Jeff Probst says?
I've never watched Survivor.
Survivor's a great show. Okay, so I was looking up other celebrity endorsements gone awry. Other celebrities.
Oh,
And
celebs.
it's pretty funny. This Helena Bonham Carter had a $500,000 contract with Yardley Cosmetics, and she had an interview and she said, quote, "Demure? I'm not demure. I drink Diet Coke, I smoke, I swear, and I arm wrestle."
I fucking love her, man. You know, she's married to Tim Burton and they live in separate houses down the street from one another. They don't live together.
Not anymore.
Did they get divorced?
I believe they got divorced. Let me check. I believe, but yeah, I remember that. But that was because I thought he was dating
Yo mama?
let's see. Yeah, she's Helena Bonham Carter said divorce is cruel.
Aw.
Yeah, they got divorced. She's only 5'2". Wow.
Whoa. A short
She's
queen.
awesome. I love her too. I think
Tiny
she's
little
so cool.
spider lady.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this company, which had been producing soaps, perfume, makeup for the royal family for more than 200 years, she seemed confused by her $500,000 contract. She's like, I don't know why Yardley chose me. I don't wear much makeup. And then her contract was ended soon after.
Shut up. That's amazing.
And then this one's funny. LeBron had a deal with Samsung, the Samsung Galaxy Note 3. He tweeted back in 2014, he's like, my phone just erased everything I had in it and rebooted. One of the sickest feelings I've ever had in my life. And he was tweeting about from his Samsung how it like deleted everything.
Oh my God.
And then Madonna and Pepsi. So Pepsi paid $5 million to use her song Like a Prayer in their advertising campaign. And they were also going to sponsor her concert tour. And so the first commercial broadcast was during the Cosby Show, yikes, to an audience of 250 million people. And the commercial itself was fine, but the next day her music video for the song Like a Prayer was released. And it was highly controversial with the videos like Madonna witnessing a rape and like dancing around a burning cross. And so church leaders immediately called for a boycott of Pepsi. And under the pressure, Pepsi pulled the commercial from airing because they were like, it's too risque. And then, so Alicia Keys and BlackBerry. So in 2013, and after announcing that Alicia Keys was their new creative director, unfortunately, just days after the announcement, the new BlackBerry creative director, Alicia Keys, sent out a tweet from an iPhone. It's like on the tweet, it said from an iPhone. She claimed to be hacked. She's like, someone hacked me. And then her deal with BlackBerry ended. Alicia. And then Christian Dior partnered with Sharon Stone in 2008. However, following an earthquake in China in which 68,000 people died, Sharon Stone said the earthquake was a result of bad karma due to China's occupation of Tibet. And that caused widespread anger in China. The national Chinese news outlet called her the public enemy of all mankind, and all her films were banned in China. And social media was flooded with critical comments. And then Christian Dior reacted quickly and dumped Stone in China and had her issue an immediate apology. She said, due to my inappropriate words and acts during the interview, I feel deeply sorry and sad about hurting Chinese people. And all her advertisements were canceled in China. Sharon, celebrities are idiots. And then Sybil Shepherd, she promoted beef. Like that was just like, remember when beef was like...
Well, Maria does.
The thing people were promoting.
The beef, it's
what's for dinner.
Right? Yeah.
So the Beef Industry Council, the BIC, hired Sybil Shepherd.
The head BIC?
BIC. They hired Sybil Shepherd in 1986. The message was real food for real people. And then in an interview, Sybil Shepherd said that she tried to stay away from red meat.
Oh my God.
So the BIC had a beef with her.
Oh,
Okay,
Melissa.
Melissa, calm down. Someone got a
Reel
little
it in.
cocky there.
And she also had a contract with L'Oreal, and she said publicly that she never dyed her hair.
I mean, like, at least pretend. Like,
know.
oh God, she's really phoning it in.
And then, of course, there's the Nike and Oscar Pistorius, the guy who won gold medals in the Paralympics before becoming the first double leg amputee to qualify for the Olympics.
Whoa, I don't know.
But
about
Nike, he jumped on board to sponsor the athlete. But then in 2013, he was charged with the murder of his girlfriend,
Oh.
whom he claimed he thought was an intruder in the house. But he shot her, and everyone was like, nah, you shot her.
Was that not the case?
Oh, no, he was found guilty.
Oh, so okay.
Yeah, he shot her. But not only was one of their sponsored athletes charged with murder, but the tagline used in their ads referred to a bullet in the chamber.
Maybe he was just trying to like really stick to their advertising.
You know, maybe he was. So then Nike immediately suspended his contract, eventually dropping him when he was found guilty of murder.
Oy vey.
Do you guys remember the Michael Jordan Gatorade? Have I played it on this podcast before?
No, but I want to know because I love Gatorade. We all know that about me.
This isn't like, it's not like a celebrity endorsement gone awry, but this is just one of my favorite audio clips where he's doing a commercial for Gatorade and he can't say it right.
Oh my God, really? Gatorade. So easy to say.
Gatorade. Is it in you? Gatorade.
On action. Gatorade, is it in you? Gatorade, is it in you? Gatorade, is it in you?
What is he saying wrong?
Right.
Wait,
No.
Gatorade.
I gotta hear
Is
you.
it in you?
Right. Ready? Is it in you? Ready? Gatorade, is it in you?
Just underline it. Just underline it
Gatorade,
with a pen.
is it in you?
Is it?
Gatorade, is it? Gatorade, is it in you?
Gatorade, is it in you?
The last thing you just said, just conversational. Gatorade,
That would be great.
is it in you? Are you ready? Gatorade, is it in you?
No.
Gatorade. Gatorade, is it in you? Gatorade. Gatorade, is it in you?
No.
Okay, ready? Gatorade, is it in you? No, don't like that. Gatorade, is it in you? Okay.
Is it in you?
Gatorade, is it in you?
Oh.
It is.
You get a couple great.
Gatorade, is it in you?
Gatorade one.
Is it in you?
Gatorade. Is it in you? Gatorade. Is it in you?
He did it good at the first. I think the first couple ones he did were okay. And look, you can't be the best at one thing. You know, you're allowed a couple things that you're not great
Yes.
at.
Agreed. Yeah. That was like,
And how did this get out? I want to know.
I
want to
don't
know
know.
which one of
Who
those
leaked it?
Those people. Yeah, who leaked it? That's not nice.
Maria's furious.
God.
Yeah, that was like
I'm furious. It's Michael Jordan. Let him be.
that's like the Austin Powers, like the wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable.
That's not Austin Powers. That's View from the Top.
Excuse you?
Huh?
Yes.
What?
That is not Austin Powers. That is Mike Myers in the movie with Gwyneth Paltrow, View from the Top, where he plays a pilot and she plays a flight
That's
attendant.
impossible. I've
And he
never
goes,
seen that movie.
Wow.
Look it up. Look it up. It's not Austin Powers.
We got to get to the bottom
No,
of this.
it's not. Oh my God. Wow.
This is not Austin Powers.
Ass is the window.
Okay, stop. Stop.
What?
It's assess the window, not ass is the window. You put the wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable.
This is Mandela effect. There's no way.
Well, I think you just saw Mike Myers. You saw Mike Myers and you thought Austin Powers, baby. But in reality, you saw it because it was in the trailer from View from the Top.
I gotta get to the bottom of this.
It is what it is. I'm telling you. It is what it is.
Okay, on that note.
Allie's angry.
Hold on.
She doesn't
I
believe
don't.
it.
I
She won't
know that
believe
this was
me.
also in Austin Powers.
No,
I
he
don't.
didn't reuse it.
Maybe he did.
He didn't do it in two movies.
Maybe it's just his catchphrase. This cannot be. I'm flabbergasted. Hold on.
You've never
No.
seen the other movie.
No.
View from the Top with Gwyneth Paltrow.
I've never seen it, but I know that clip.
You've seen the trailer.
I'm
If you guys could see Allie's face right now,
scared.
it's
I'm
disgust, it's
scared.
hatred.
I'm scared. There's no other words to describe how I'm feeling right now. I'm terrified. This makes
You're
no
questioning
sense.
everything in your life.
Yes.
Yeah.
What? All right.
In your head, were you going, it's the wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable, baby. Yeah, baby.
Yeah. Do I make you horny? Wow. Well, guys, I think that's it for today.
That is
right?
it.
If you thought that quote was from Austin Powers, please call in and let us know, because this is like Berenstein
Stain
stuff. Stain, whatever. Also, please let us know what your favorite kind of pizza is. We're just curious. Or if you know any good pizza spots in your town. We should make a big list of the best pizza joints in
that's a
foreign
great idea.
and domestic, and we'll post it on our Patreon, all the best pizza spots. So you'll have access to that. Anyways, I am Allie. I have never seen that other Mike Myers movie, so I don't really understand how I even know that quote then, Siegel.
I am Melissa Stettin.
And I'm producer Maria. I knew it all along. You didn't see the movie, but you saw the trailer. And it stuck with you because it really got in people's heads, and I remember it getting into people's heads at the time of the movie.
Wow.
Also, I'll just say one more thing before we sign off. He's wearing like a blue suit, like it's a stewardess, it's an airplane stewardess or whatever steward suit, flight attendant. But maybe I saw
An airplane stewardess,
Stewardess,
you know, that classic job. But maybe I saw the suit and I was like, oh, okay, it's Austin Powers or something.
I could see that.
All right. Well, I'll investigate it further. I'm petrified. I'm perturbed. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye. Wow.
An Erios original.
Powered by Acast.